Hi there at the internet. Just imagine your task would be to save a city against flooding. And that's what we're going to show you today. We're going to make use of a serious game to prevent the flooding of a large city with about 1 million inhabitants. And we're using for that a serious game in a single player mode. We're going to start it within a second from now. Whenever you start this, you're first going to see the scenario that we do have to cover. We have some information about the flood that's going to come. In this case, there's going to become a flood that is going to be at 10.8 meters above the local landmarks, and it's going to come within a time of 8 hours. So you're going to have 8 hours to protect this community against being flooded. And we now are going to start the game. And what we see is that we have like 500,000 euro as a budget. And how can we use this budget? We can use the relief forces over there. We're going to have 3 relief forces that we can make use of. These are the staff or the personnel that are going to erect and construct the mobile flood protection schemes that we're using. Further on, we have the logistic units. These are the pillars and the dam beams that have to be transported through the 3rd unit, which is the traffic watch. These are the guys that are going to bring the material to the lines of defense. And in addition, we're going to have an information campaign so that the community is aware of what is going to happen within the next hours, and that they have an awareness of how to protect themselves against the flood. So we now will have a quick start for the game, and what you see over there is an overview of the area that has to be covered. We first are going to focus on this red topic over there. This is the building where all our 3 units are located, and these units now have to be brought to the lines of defense. The next thing we are going to cover is the traffic units. These are the people and the vans and all the materials that we use to go on for being used in the 3rd thing, which is the storage unit. In this building, you're going to find all the pillars and the dam beams that we use in the mobile protection scheme. We now are going to change the perspective. We have a different view on the town, which is nearly Cologne. And what you can see now are the lines of defense that we do have to cover against the flood. They are located over there in the blue pillars. And now our task is to bring the units to the very point. We started it, and we're going to bring them to this point, to the dike north. And whenever all these 3 units are going to arrive at the very point of the line of defense, they're going to start to erect our mobile flood protection units. And what we can see over there is our timeline. And within a timeline, we're going to see that within minutes from now, these units they have achieved to set up and erect the mobile protection scheme. And the flood is going to rise even more. But what we also can find out is that we already have a problem, that in a different area of our city, we already have a flooding. This is in the area that you can see over there. The first line of defense already has been lost because we didn't manage to bring all these 3 units to our target point. And we already have flooding, and at present we have like 50 million euros of asset lost due to flooding of the area. We're going to speed up the game a bit because we're nearly at the end of a game, and we can see that all these 2 lines of defense have been lost. Sorry for that, we didn't manage to protect them. And we're going to see at the end of our game that we have some additional reports that are going to show us what we achieved. So bad luck. We didn't manage to protect it, and we do have like 265 million asset lost due to flooding of these two areas in the city of Cologne. So maybe now it would be a good idea to have a second look at the learning materials that we're offering in the learning management system, so that you are going to rehearse of what to do and how to do it in such a protection scheme, and then try to play the game again and maybe and hopefully manage better to protect Cologne against the flood. So good luck, see ya.